Fisher and Touche Parker. So let them know, y'all. They must not know that a mass shooting has went down in Memphis, Tennessee. Mass mean more than one, don't it? Mm-hmm. I think 12 count for more than one, though. Mm-hmm. I think 3 count for more than one, though. Mm-hmm. Why we ain't getting no action on it? Women, all women, they can't blame Trump. I wonder if we get Trump out of office, would it make it better for the mass shootings in Memphis and Chicago? What do you think? No. 901-452-3094 or 901-324-7490. Also, my brother, Jonathan Richmond, the keyboard player for Eric Benet. And what the black people like? Been texting me ever since yesterday's show, telling me that I'm spreading falsehoods and propaganda. I'm one of the Sadducees, and that's why he doesn't fool with preachers. All kind of things, and telling me about why I should go look in the Bible, like I should take instruction about reading the Bible from a man who's a proclaimed agnostic, who is proclaimed to be an infidel, which means unbeliever. I just don't get it. Let's see who we got. Let's pause for a call. Hello, caller, welcome to the show.
How you doing, Pastor Guy?
I'm good. How you doing? Is Unforgetful?
Yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm good. Unforgetful. How are you?
Man, I'm doing great, man. I was just listening to the show, and seems like, man, it's just a lot of crazy, man. Everything that people doing right now just want to get politicized. Everything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Pastor, really people don't talk about people in their own actions, what they do, you know.
What you mean? Talk to me.
I mean, you know.
You're gonna tell something.
Let me give you. I don't know how to express this, so I'm trying to start with this. Let me just give you an understanding about guns and weapons.
Okay.
When I was in the military, you know, coming right out of Orange Mound, you know, Melrose and everything, and went in the Army and all that stuff. You know, I was trained with this weapon, man. And, you know, it did something to me.
Okay.
You know, it's strange now. Psychologically, it did something to me, people.
Okay.
And then when I started doing the training as sniper, you know, and something came over me, man. It said, you know, you're not really shooting a target. Just imagine this human being that you're shooting in the head, the way it's targeted, you know, or shooting in their heart.
Okay.
Something came over me, man. I'm not telling you no lie, Pastor.
Okay.
It's the truth, man. It's something came over me. Some type of spirit came inside of me. And I said this was right.
Okay.
So I was glad to get out of the military. I'm going to be honest with you. I was glad. I felt this demonic spirit coming over me. Of death. Of taking human lives. You know, I didn't feel good with that. And so I have the power to get a weapon. I have the power to buy and all that kind of stuff. I don't have it with me. But if that opportunity for I have to leave it to fight the forces of evil out here, hey, I'm glad it's there. And I'm able to get it and protect myself, my family well. I'm able to do that. That's a good thing.
So now you took us a long way around to try to tell us something. What exactly is the crux of what you're trying to tell us?
Man, if you check the records of this city, man, or even within this whole country, man, some of you people don't deserve to have weapons on them. Because they don't understand, man. They think it's a toy. They think it's something. I mean, it's your job title, security, whatever, you know, you have the right to have it because, you know, this is your job.
So are you trying to advocate for gun control? I'm trying to figure out.
No, I'm not trying to advocate for no gun control. No, I don't want that, Pastor.
Okay, no, that's what I'm asking. I'm trying to see what exactly is it that you want.
Psychologically, some people are not able to handle a weapon.
Okay, well, what do you think about the red flag laws that they're trying to put in place?
You talking about all the rules that they put in place?
Right. They want to do universal background checks. They want to utilize what's called red flag laws. Okay, to give you an example, you just said that you had to get out of the military because the spirit came over you. Right? You can't.
I just felt see, look,
You say you felt something. I mean, what I'm trying to show you on the red flag law, you can't own a weapon.
Okay, there's a lot of things in the military to do besides just killing people.
Well, that wasn't okay.
You know,
all right, okay.
protect your country.
I'll just say all the story that you gave. I'll just show you on the red flag law. Now you saying that you had a problem with that more than likely you would not be able to own a weapon.
Oh, what I just said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right. But I'm glad you made it through it. I'm glad you got out, and now you happy now?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely happy. But, you know, I don't live by the sword. I'm not going to die by it.
Amen. I got to move on. I'm forgiven.
Okay, then.
901-452-3094 or 901-324-7490. I don't live by the sword either. As a matter of fact, I don't particularly care for guns for the background that I came from, but I do believe that it is everybody's constitutional right. I believe it is everybody's biblical instruction, Luke 22:36. I believe that once you start traveling down that road of changing the rights of people to arm themselves the way that they want to arm themselves, that's a slippery slope. If you notice Elizabeth Warren and I think it was Beto O'Rourke, I know it's two of the Democrats, or maybe Kamala Harris, they're calling for people to picket Walmart to make them stop selling guns. So do you think they're going to stop at Walmart? The whole trick to it is, y'all, is to take your guns. No, Joe Biden is introducing the assault weapon buyback program. You think they're going to stop with assault weapons? Once you disarm the people, then you can bring tyranny to the people. That's the one thing that stops those people with jihad from picking their targets in America. They had to pick known soft targets because too many people in America got too many guns and you don't know who got them and when they got them. But when you eliminate the guns from everybody but the oppressor, then it's not hard to put you into communism, socialism, dictatorship. It doesn't matter. They can get you. It's called, what it called? We have the blind driver. The blind driver. That Ray. I heard about Ray Charles, but we got Ray Gift. So hey, Ray.
Hey, I often keep it real nice and comfortable while I'm dropping around Memphis.
Ray, I just thought about that. Now you blind. Do you own a gun?
Whoa.
Okay, thank the Lord. They got the car keys and they took the gun. We're doing all right.
Now, Pastor,
yeah.
What about the HIPAA law? See, these guys is not...
That's another thing about the HIPAA law. When you start talking about getting into people's mental state and all that stuff, then you got to invade into their medical records. And when you start going to their medical records stuff, you're going to have people going to the psychiatrist dealing with PTSD or dealing with paranoia or dealing with all kind of phobias, and they're not going to let their psychiatrist know because they know that they're going to list it and people can come see it, and people going to find a way to get guns if they want guns. You ain't going to stop that.
Correct. Because, Pastor, every one of my patients, when my nurse manager or nurse gives me a profile of a person, they don't talk about that person aloud. They say, here, read it.
Right.
And nod your head that you understand this person is HIV positive, or this person is mental, so that you know how to handle.
Right. And you got to be careful with that because you can get sued, in some cases locked up, for violating somebody's HIPAA.
Right, so that's why I said these guys ain't playing with a full deck, because I know in 1987 when we were dealing with those AIDS and everything, you had a war to finish. HIV positive. I don't know if y'all remember that. I know you was too young, but Pastor Guy was a little older.
What you about that HIV positive and went somewhere?
That's what I'm saying. At my hospital, they had a floor that dealt with HIV positive up in Pennsylvania and places. Back in those days, and we had the long rubber gloves to put on to go in the goggles, because, and then, they came out in 88, 89 about putting gloves on at all times, making it universal. But I'm just saying that HIPAA law is going to stop all this mess.
Yeah, well, when you go out to the park, Ray.
Yes, sir.
What time is it?
I don't know, but it's fuel. My car's coming to pick you up.
Bye, man. I love you. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Ricky tell me what time it is. I mean, they got him and Dan and Atlanta. They got stuff where he might have a watch that he can touch. Or it always fascinated when I would talk to Dan. Dan said, "I was reading this book the other day, and you know, I said, wow, look at that." And all three of them. Now, if you want a candidate to make an excuse, all three of them could. And none of the three will. Well, you know, some black folks are waking up. They're waking up. They tired of folks come telling them to stay on that Democratic plantation. You know, Al Sharpton, no snitching Al. He went down to Baltimore because he got mad because Trump was talking about Cummings, right? Let's see what happened to Al when he went down there. I don't think some folks are waking up.
Elijah Cummings is a respected and well-regarded member of Congress. You put that in New York. Get that in New York. You ain't getting up in Baltimore. I know what you're saying. You a phony. These questions. And we were told that. Everybody got a paper out there. Schools are failing. You all schools are failing. You just a hospital out of town and go back where you came from. Why don't you go back where you came from? I live here, and I was born here, sir. Elijah Cummings is a respected and well-regarded member of Congress. You put that in New York. Get that in New York. You ain't getting up in Baltimore. I know what you're saying. You a phony. These questions. And we were told that. Everybody got a paper out there. Schools are failing. You all schools are failing. You just a hospital out of town and go back where you came from. Why don't you go back where you came from? I live here, and I was born here.
Ain't that interesting, Q? Sound like some people waking up. Sound like some people that will be. They done got tired of playing the game. And it's time to be tired of playing the game. You know, not working. No, you know, they play it all the time. But yet they don't really digest it. When King said, "I live to see the day I can be judged by the content of my character and not the color of my skin." Now in the 21st century, everything, whatever you're dealing with people of the black culture, it's got to start with, well, black and brown people. Well, my black-owned business. Well, I heard Ben Perkins say something that he's surprised that no black pastors have called him. First of all, a pastor that happens to be black. A pastor's a pastor, no matter what race he is. And the truth is the truth, no matter who you tell it to. This culture has got so caught up on color, man, to where it frightens them to think about living life based on the content of their character. About being classified as a black man. I'm an honest man. I try to be a good father. I try to be a faithful husband. I try to be a good Christian. I try to be a good citizen. I look at the content of my character, and especially a man like me, who comes from the background that I came from. I had to work hard to earn back my respect, to show people that I had integrity. Because I come from a drug addicted and criminal background.
Now, 400 years of slavery, right?
The what now? The 400 years of slavery. Every black people either came free or came down. Slavery started in 1619. 400 years will be 2019. Slavery ended in 1864. Quit letting them fool y'all with that blackness. It has not ever accomplished anything. It will not accomplish anything. You know, that's why Jonathan, you know, that he don't get it with me. Don't care about no blackness, man. Don't care about no white man. Don't care about God. And when it comes to voting, man, they got no trust in the government. The Democrats and the Republicans, man, they politicians. But I do care about this, that if I'm going to vote, I'm going to vote based on which one is going to hamper or enhance my faith. My faith goes with me everywhere I go and in everything I do. That's the way my God told me to worship Him. Some people ain't getting that. And they use God when they want to. All right, let's see what we got for them today. Let's see. Yeah, we did it in Chicago there. We just did about Memphis, Tennessee. That's the something I've been meaning to play. Well, I've been meaning to play this one. Just for historical facts, so that way y'all know that it's true. It's real short, about a minute and a half. Since they love talking about slavery, when are we going to talk about this? It's buffering. If all your pest control needs call.
You can save money on your down payment. $1,000 on average. Right? Saving that much money sort of feels like,
Hey, y'all, check out Anthony.
I want to try.
Historians estimate that approximately 90% of the black shipped in the transatlantic slave trade were captured and then sold to Europeans by other Africans. Anthony Johnson arrived in the Virginia colony in 1621 after being captured in his native Angola by an enemy tribe and sold to Arab slave traders. After 15 years of indentured servitude, Mr. Johnson and his wife Mary gained their freedom. By 1651, the Johnson family owned 250 acres of land and had 4 white indentured servants and 1 black. On March 8, 1655, a Northampton court ruled in favor of Anthony Johnson, who was accused of unlawfully keeping his black indentured servant as a slave. The landmark decision made Johnson one of the Virginia colony's first legal slave owners.
Why do they want to teach them children that? The truth. Slavery is an ugly stain on American history that black and white people participated in because that's how God got us here. Both immigrants. The whites are immigrants from Europe. The blacks are immigrants from Africa. And God planted us both here in this land that has now become the strongest country on the planet Earth. You don't have to have separate histories. White history is black history. Black history is white history. You don't have to have separate history because it's American history. The first man to die for the war with this country in 1776 was a black man named Christopher Adams. The jockeys that you see in some people's yard that people think that that's a sign of a racist white person is not that at all. It's a sign of a young man named Jocko who was holding the horses for George Washington. He was so faithful to George Washington that he stood and held those horses till he froze to death, and George Washington had that man as a shrine to the young man. The abolitionists would use it for Harriet Tubman and people coming through the Underground Railroad, so they would know if this was a place where white people would give you food, or they would give you clothing, or they would give you medical care. The doing and ending of slavery always did take black and white participation. The doing and ending of Jim Crow law always did take black and white participation. The doing and growing up America always will take black and white participation. When are you going to stop letting people separate us with this thing called race? Do you really have to live life based on what you look like? At what point do we get judged by the content of our character? Well, no, we don't want to hear that talk. Because that doesn't mean that I get nothing for free, or that I can be held accountable for how I treat my own neighborhoods. It's time to wake up. Let's play Sheena Armstrong, and I'll be right back with something else to share with you, because I got a plenty.
Are you looking for affordable auto, home, life, renters, or barrier insurance? Insurance and Memphis shop multiple carriers to find the best rate for our customers. Have an issue with driver license or SR22 filing? Insurance and Memphis has a market just for you. When the others said no, Insurance and Memphis says yes. Insurance and Memphis is located at 3556 Hickoryville Road at 94417
Ricky, okay. This eternal truth. Freedom is not a...
All right, y'all, let's pause for a call. Hello, Carl, welcome to the show.
I'm glad I ain't able to see your pretty face today. I mean, I meant to say I'm sad I can't see your pretty face.
Ricky, I ain't what you want.
Yeah, Ricky.
I had two, but I stepped on them just out with it. I missed the having the show.
You still hiding behind that tree?
Hey, what?
Are you still hiding them behind that tree?
Well,
Tell me where your hiding place is, Rick. Where your hiding place is?
In the bushes.
you just end up tempting police to come over here and see where I'm hiding at.
I'm kind of like, well, I'm going to come out of this evening and find the lady at the house and tell her, go ahead and get that stash.
She already know my hiding place is behind the bush. People know, I switched from bush house to bird ice. Bird ice seems to be a little cleaner.
You know what you need, Rick? I got to tell you that. You might want to go on and playing with yourself. Go on and get that Colt 45 in the black can.
No, if I drink a 24-ounce anything, I drink 24 ounces all through the year. If I drink a 24-ounce anything, I go to sleep. I go to sleep in like a half an hour to an hour.
For real?
Yeah,
Let me bring your 21 ounce over there when I get through. How long do you stay asleep?
I usually sleep for like 2 to 4 hours.
Oh, I need to bring about 5 on me and you get a good day out of you.
I gotta get over to your house one of these years when you're having Thanksgiving and Christmas. You don't bring any liquor to the Thanksgiving or Christmas party.
I don't bring any who now?
Any hard liquor or any beer or anything like that.
You'll never know. Don't worry, you will never know.
I don't really need to find out. There's plenty other family members I can spend the day with.
What is it that you want today, Ricky? Did you just want to just call in?
Well, I heard you say something.
I talked about Glenn Ferguson, I talked about Al Sharpton, I talked about Anthony Johnson.
Hey,
He like to play trade. You said something. Oh yeah. Who is that guy that showed George Washington's voices for?
Jocko. His name was Jocko.
Jocko.
Don't you know the mannequins they have standing in people's yard? People used to think they think they were racist and stuff, but that's after the guy named Jocko.
Yeah, it's the statue of the little black jockey.
Right. He was the one that held the horse. He froze to death. Being famous to hold the horse for George Washington.
Even though that might be noble and honorable and everything, that was a foolish mistake.
Well, when you in the military, some people say that people in the military is a foolish mistake to put their life on the line for this country. But they do.
Yeah, but that was like suicide there. I don't think I would be that wise to do nothing like that.
And you'll be surprised. I tell you what, if you was standing there holding the horses, waiting on one of your children to get back from across the Delaware River, would you stand there and wait until you couldn't wait anymore?
You wouldn't want him to hold the horses.
You wouldn't want me to hold the horses. I love the horses too much.
No, I don't think I'll allow you around in my animals, period. Just be honest with you. Just be honest with you. I just thought about that, kid. I didn't say that. Yeah, about all that you play with and stuff. You're not a man to be trusted around human consumption. Just to be honest. No, I'm gonna let you around.
How you going? Now, this is what confused me. You said that they got records on me, medical records or whatever. That I'm talking about having sex with animals.
You just said it on this show.
I told you that my right hand in the dream when I woke up, my right hand, the left hand was still a man's hand, but my right hand didn't have any fingers or thumbs, and it looked like a dog's paw. That's all I told.
I don't even remember that. I ain't really remember no more about it. You want to sing for you though?
Yeah. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
You said flag or fag? Well,
what?
You said flag or fag?
You figure it out. I mean, you know me, brother.
Because I thought, am I hearing wrong? Did he say what I think he said? About Ricky.
That's what I said. I got pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. And Obama was the real flag. Donald Trump.
Hey man, get off my radio line. Bye. Man, I can't do what I just do. I'm going to just something more decent. You know, I'm gonna show you why I love Donald Trump. Donald Trump fights for the church.
Not a gift from government. Freedom is a gift from God. It was Thomas Jefferson who said, "The God who gave us life gave us liberty." Our founding fathers believed that religious liberty was so fundamental that they enshrined it in the very First Amendment of our great and beloved Constitution. Yet for too long, the federal government has used the power of the state as a weapon against people of faith, bullying and even punishing Americans for following their religious beliefs. It's been happening. That is why I am signing today an executive order to defend the freedom of religion and speech in America, the freedoms that we've wanted, the freedoms that you fought for so long, and we are doing it in just a little while right over here. Thank you all. Thank you. No American should be forced to choose between the dictates of the federal government and the tenets of their faith.
Now, that's one of the things that I like. Let's call him.
Hey, man, we got a deep caller.
Uh-oh. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show.
Oh, jump the devil.
Oh, to the boogie, to the boogie, the boogie, the rhythm beat. What's going on, other guy? What, you heard the president when he was talking about how he's defending our freedom of religion and the liberties of the church.
That's what's on the devil man.
The what?
I said, that's what's on the devil man.
That was on the devil. Well, come on, Beelzebub. What you mean?
Let me explain.
Okay.
I wish you had a South that I saw this going on TV.
What you see?
I saw a real Christian. Okay?
What you see?
This real Christian was talking about how you guys are such hypocrites to be supporting this devilish man that they know who don't get Trump.
Well, who was this real Christian that said we're devilish to support Donald J. Trump?
This is him going to stick in your pants because he was white. He was saying how you guys, so-called Christians, have sold y'all souls for this devil. One that this man is nothing of God, nothing whatsoever. But you guys are following him blind. May I add?
Now, who is this Democrat that I'm assuming you got that is following God?
Oh, wow, that is that's a great one, okay? Because he wasn't a Democrat, he was a Republican.
Okay, well, who's this person?
I don't know, man. We watch that's all I know. Hey, Bunny, I go Bunny, Papa Jack. You know what I'm saying? Bunny.
Bunny?
Yeah.
Who is Bunny?
Bunny's a nice girl.
Is she the nice little woman that hang around the children's trail about 8 o'clock at night?
I don't know nothing about no children's trail. I want to stick with this Republican that was saying how you...
Who is the Republican, other guy?
That's the guy. He was a white man. I don't know him. He said that I knew he was white, but he said he was a Christian. And he said he was a thorn. And how you guys, you got to be Republican, have sold y'all soul to the devil, don't get caught. Okay? And then everybody needs to talk. You want to know what that got me to thinking about?
What you got me thinking about?
It's how you and I are Christians. But we not the same Christian.
Me and you are Christians. Me and you are Christians.
Yes, but we're not the same Christians. That's like Dr. King. You know, we both black, but we ain't the same black.
Okay. Now tell me, I know you don't believe all parts of the Bible.
No, sir, I don't.
Okay. So we are different kind of Christians.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
But now my Bible tells me that there can only be one kind of Christian. Even though I know that you don't like to believe in the Bible, but it does say there can only be one kind of Christian.
Okay, so cut off.
Here go Mother Jones. Here go Mother Jones.
Message from Indiana's Joe's mother. Other guy is talking trash.
She said you talking that trash, other guy.
They Mother Jones ain't trying to preach to me.
And I've got to play them from Cora.
Message from Mailman. Ricky.
Now that was a good one, Miss Dog. And he did say, and he didn't say, he should have said.
Other guy, all jokes aside, other guy. One time you even texted them, and then you got to admit, these people that's running for president on the Democratic side, man, you know, they a little bit far out there. You got to admit it, man. You know they far out there.
Well, here in reality, let me give you a word. Right? You guys had 17 rallies in the last presidential election. Some number four out there, right? When you guys chose the worst other way to represent you, I said,
We remember.
I forgot, here's my prayer, that we don't make the same mistake that the Republicans did. Out of these 20-something that we got right.
You got the, wait a minute. Is there any of those people you would vote for me?
Look, that's not a one that I would vote for. That's a lot of them I would vote for. Anybody but Trump, I would vote for.
No matter what policies that they take.
No matter what, I give you the weirdest one that's out there to me, and that's a lot of them. We know that. It's a little young group that's going to give about $1,000 a month. Okay?
You believe that?
That's good. He's out there. But I would choose them next over the next that's in the White House next. Right?
Even with them killing the live babies.
That's the guy. We always do this. You said what? You're a piece of work. I always thought it was true. But it's not true. It's you.
Even with these people going against the word of God, even with them booing God, even with them taking under God out their platform, we still vote for these people.
That's God. This cannot be the case. Like, anybody can say anything with their mouth. Are you in agreement with me on that?
Yes.
Okay, hey, that's you, sir. Oh, I believe everything in the Bible.
I do.
Your book. This isn't my book. This is your book. You take it to church with you every Sunday morning.
And I put it in my heart. I live it in my life.
It's in your heart and it's in your food. Okay? When you walk up into Revelation Christmas, you got that King James Version. Now, like I say, I ain't been in that book in a long time, man.
I believe that.
But this I know. Okay, this I know. The things that are not in that book, they did not change. In 30-some years, I guess they ain't been in that Bible. It ain't been that long, but it's been a long time. This I know that's in that Bible. Okay, they come to the thing like him I was given. Our God, man. Jesus, the one that walked this earth, on his way out, he said, love ye one another. Now, a simple question. I always require the yes or no answer. It's many people been caged in.
Yes. When they break the law.
Whoa. Okay, well, let's go back.
Yes, when they break the law, yes.
Sir, if it's a yes or no question, you have to...
Well, my answer was yes. I stand by that, yes.
I'm giving you the answer, okay?
Yes.
All right? Now, the next question, right, is pretty baby, kids in caged in.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. Okay, it's my turn to ask the question.
Yes, it is. Okay, my turn now.
Okay, my turn. Do they have a cage? Yes, do they have a cage? Is a human in a cage?
Yes.
Did the human die because you put him in a cage? Okay, yes, he can put him in. Yes, he can put him in a cage. They was in the water. They should have stayed in the cage. Man, and when you get through talking, the Bible calls for that if you break the law, you have to suffer the consequence of breaking the law. Nobody's trying to stop immigration in this country. Other guy, matter of fact, I don't know any Hispanic families that I don't like being around. I promise you, they are hard-working people, they are spiritual people, they are family people. I don't know any Hispanics that I don't like. But illegal immigration, man, you cannot allow. Man, do you realize in California they got typhoid fever, and bubonic plague to pop back up? Measles, the star back popping up, is supposed to be eradicated in this country. Do you realize the pyramid, the ramifications of when you just let people come into this country unfettered? Do you realize what that does? Not only that, it wasn't but just not too long ago, your Democratic Party was arguing for the same thing. Don't you remember?
I don't remember that. Okay,
you don't remember? What you mean you don't remember?
I don't remember. Okay.
Oh, you don't? Oh, you know you shouldn't say that to me, but go ahead, keep talking. I'm looking now.
Here's what I'm saying to you. Okay. This is what dumbfounds me about you. Because you're Republican Christian. I know you're
I'm not a Republican. I've told you I'm a Christian.
Not me.
I'm not a Republican. I'm a Christian.
Okay, all right. Well, here's what dumbfounds me about y'all. Y'all talk about God, okay? You talk about Jesus. Everybody always said, okay, to be a Christian, all right? Let's use this definition. Tell me am I right or wrong. To be a Christian, you have to be Christ-like.
Yes.
You agree?
Yes.
I need two. Can I get one from Q?
You can't talk that way. He's shaking his head.
Okay. He's saying yes as well. Is that Christ-like?
Yes, it's Christ-like. Christ told you obey the laws of the land. Didn't Christ obey the laws of the land?
So this is what I keep telling you.
I tell you what. I tell you what. No, since your memory bad. No, you just hold on. You just give me 2 minutes. Okay, Q.
Okay.
Let me play some. Your memory bad.
You have to concentrate on saying the people who should be here are those who come legally at this time. And we've got to time to enforce our borders. When America could be the welfare system for Mexico is gone. We simply can't.
But hold up. Who this guy here? Hold up. Let me see what this guy here said. Let me see what he said. Since you don't remember.
All Americans, not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country, are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country.
Oh, wait a minute. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Or might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use.
I know he wasn't talking about them. I know he wasn't doing it. No, I know he didn't do it. But I know you don't remember, do you? Okay, but I'm saying if you remember
before us.
Wait, who did?
Will certainly do some good. It will authorize some badly needed funding for better fences. Better security along our borders. That should help stem some of the tide of illegal immigration in this country.
And just something. And guess what? Guess what else? Trump didn't build those cages. And Trump didn't build those buildings for Obama. And Obama has deported more illegal immigrants out of the country than any other president in the history of the country. Was he a demon? Was he racist?
Okay, sir, on my way out.
2 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to help you today if I don't help you tomorrow.
Okay, hold on, Q, tell me, you said
6 minutes, 2 callers.
You gotta go, bye.
Hey, have a good one, man.
All right.
You have
hello, caller.
Bolton.
Oh, hello, Bolton, how are you, sir?
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Bolton, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Did you hear about what I said about Ben Ferguson?
Yeah, I read your text.
Yeah, Ben Ferguson, he gave us some fake news. Did you know that?
I just read your text this morning. I didn't know until you got to that.
Yeah, did you listen to the interview with him and Kim Conrad yesterday? Kim
Call you back.
I know you will. Hello, caller, welcome to the show.
Hey, Pastor, guys,
Hey, like Brown, how you doing?
pretty good. How y'all making it?
And you took that man off that barbecue grill. I had him on.
You were talking about hard-working Hispanics, and I'd have to tell you something I saw today. I saw a one-armed Hispanic man running a wheelbarrow.
For real?
He had a strap around his neck, over his shoulder, and had it hooked to one handle, and he was using his other arm for the other handle. He wasn't looking for any excuses. He was working hard.
Wow.
I just want to tell you, you were talking about hard-working Hispanics, and I just want to tell you what I'm saying.
I don't know that don't work hard and stuff, and I like for them to put an end to this and stuff where they can just take them from their families and all that stuff, but this system that we had just like Trump, this thing that he said. Now, this is not new. 100 years ago, they had in the immigration law that if you were an immigrant and you came over to this country and you end up having to get on government benefits, they deported you.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, all this stuff about come over to America, get everything free and all that stuff. Which I don't really think that the Hispanics, that majority of why they looking for free stuff. They're hardworking people, but you cannot keep allowing people to come across the border illegally, man. That's a recipe for failure. It's not going to work.
I have a problem with it. Just do it lawfully. Do it by law.
Right.
And but we're all immigrants, so you know.
And at the end of the day, we're all immigrants.
So y'all have a good day.
Hey man, you too, my friend.
All right.
Hello, Carl. Welcome to the show. Hello, Carl. Okay, hello, Carl. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. I like it when you bring up Obama and that wall.
Okay.
Because it's my opinion that, you know, the presidents all work for big corporations or whatever. I think that, you know, the next president just picks up the agenda of the president before. But at the same time, you know, don't get me wrong. I don't hate Trump. I don't hate anybody.
Okay.
I just dislike how he plays the game.
Okay.
He's continuing, like, a lot of people don't know, I say it all the time. Obama built that wall on the other side of Mexico.
Okay.
And then, here comes, and just like you said, remember when they were putting out these conspiracy pictures about Obama building these FEMA camps.
Mm-hmm.
And they put out to see where they're keeping the kids. So, my thing is, and then Obama played the game of let's love everybody, include everybody. Everybody hold hands and sing kumbaya.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, and if, you know, while I was on, let's say, unholy doctrine was 15.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and I just think that Trump is I think that he's playing the game. He's saying church this and God that, so we're like, oh, whoop-de-doo. But in the same token, I just truly and wholeheartedly believe he is, while not, what is it, if you're not openly against it, then you must be for it. He rarely speaks out enough against all of the hate. I made this Facebook post recently where it says, okay, well, everything isn't about race, everything isn't race related.
Okay.
But those people that are motivated by hate have been supercharged by something.
Right, and they are gravitated toward Trump. Let me throw something at you, sister. And you gave some great comments. Thank you, first of all.
You're welcome, thank you.
Right, because there are a lot of times when the president, he does stuff that's not the way I would do it. What I've learned to do is, I don't even put my focus on Trump. Because at the end of the day, whatever Trump's personality is and whatever who likes Trump, all I'm affected by is what laws does he get passed while he's president of the United States. As long as the laws that he passes are not interfere with my faith, and that allows me to teach this God that I believe in, then I believe that people are going to learn their own moral path without Donald Trump, without Democrats, without Republicans, because they finally focus on God. That's all I'm trying to get them to do.
And I agree with that, too. I agree with that absolutely. I just think, well, not even that, I don't have any, you know, different points to make on that. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, I think they're flipping these laws in. If it's not
they are, because at the end of the day, they play the political game. I wish I had more time to talk to you. I'm out of time. You call earlier next time, okay?
I will do it. Thank you.
Okay, God bless. Love you and thank you.
Thank you. You too.
Y'all, look, if you like the show, support the show. Go to AndreGuy.com, click on Revelation Christian Center, and you can donate by PayPal, or you can do it at the Cash App at Lisa Revelation. But if you give us the resources, we're going to do the work. And I promise, even Brother Jonathan Richmond, I'm not trying to hurt y'all. I'm trying to help y'all. And I know the only thing that's going to help y'all is the word of Jesus Christ. If you live it, I promise he'll give it. God bless. Be back with you tomorrow.